Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another reality roundup. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so since reality roundup did really good, so I thought I'd do another version of it. So this is probably going to be routinely just like the Zeus town halls. Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to talk about, you guys, was OJ Simpson did an interview. This is how you know the world is coming to an end, because imagine hearing years ago OJ Simpson did an interview. Doesn't that sound off to y'all? But he did an interview, you guys. And he talked about Khloe Kardashian, and he was addressing the rumors that he might be Khloe's dad. So he denied it right away. He felt like he dated a lot of supermodels back in the day, and Kris wouldn't have been somebody that would have been on his roster because she wasn't, the bomb.com. Okay, she was just the .com. So that's something he mentioned in the interview. He says that's not true whatsoever. I never thought that was his dad. I feel like that was just a joke that a lot of people play, because y'all know out of all the sisters, Khloe looks like the manlier one. So I think that's why a lot of people play that joke. Plus, she looked the most near black, quote unquote, that people would say that's her daddy and stuff like that, just to kind of poke at her. Plus, she was the taller one. She looked more like buff, so they automatically try to assume that it was OJ that was the daddy. But I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. It's kind of crazy he's out there doing interviews as if like he didn't commit an unaliving of someone, like everything's just cool and copacetic. Like that shows you that somebody really has nerve and has goal. Because baby, if I got away with something like that, like Olivia Pope, I wouldn't even be out there doing any interviews whatsoever. But he just does not care at all. Next I wanted to talk about, you guys, was T.S. Madison. So T.S. Madison was seen with the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast this past weekend, and a lot of people are sort of they're not speculating, but she was just a guest on the show. She's not going to be on the show as like a friend of or anything like that, but she did post and say this right here is the season the networks wouldn't be able to handle the way I would shake the ratings up. I'm going to get my peach. Watch. Love you, at Kandi. One thing I will say, if T.S. Madison puts her mind to something, she usually ends up doing it. So I wouldn't even be surprised if she's like a friend of next season. I do feel like they need to do something to sort of like switch it up, because if this season doesn't give with the cast that they have now, they need to do something drastic. Quick. Because last season was boring. I'm sorry. It was extremely boring. And I think T.S. Madison will bring like the funniness to it. And it might cause some issues because T.S. Madison, of course, is trans. So then some of the girls might feel some type of way about that. And it may stir up some controversy. So I think she'll be a perfect friend of, just to sort of start her off and maybe develop her into a full-on peach. What do you guys think? I think he's messing up the ball. Okay, I was talking to somebody recently, and I was telling them, like, Andy's really messing up because you don't have Portia on the show, you don't have Nene on the show, you don't have Phaedra on the show. Those three are the three people that have the most going on right now, and those are the three people that are not on any recent seasons. That's sad. One's married to a man that used to just be married, like literally stole a married man. Another one is dating a married man, and another one is hot in the pants, aka Phaedra. So whoever's doing the decisions and the casting is really dumb. I get the Nene thing because she sued the network, of course, but the other two, whatever they ask for, you need to give them back. You need to give it to them as a salary, because y'all need all the help y'all can get, because the ratings last season weren't all that hot either. And who's this new woman? Hopper, who's this woman with the braids? Who's that? And then Manetta. If y'all didn't watch Atlanta Exes, we know Manetta's not the most entertaining, okay? Shout out to Ebner Entertainment. I'm like, but like, she's not the most entertaining. So like, y'all gave her a full-time slot out of everybody. I'm telling y'all, this season's gonna be like the last strike. Shout out to T.S. Madison. She is gonna be doing an interview soon with the Hollywood group chat, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that, with Sydney Starr as well. So it's gonna be a triple interview with Sydney Starr, and T.S. Madison. So we're gonna see her soon, sis. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Tamar. So Tamar, you guys, threw some shots at a housewife. She didn't say the name. She didn't say what the housewife um specifically like did, but allegedly her husband, who she says is a councilman of Atlanta, threatened her, and she didn't appreciate getting threatened by this housewife's husband. A lot of people are speculating that it's either Eva or Kandi, but it's more people speculating that it's Kandi because if you guys don't remember, Tamar did an interview with Dish Nation and they asked her about the whole Carlos King situation, about how she felt about Carlos King stealing the Escape documentary and doing his own documentary without having Kandi or the group's like direct input. And she said, "Oh, it shouldn't matter. That's just how the industry works. Like if they take it, if they do a documentary on you or whatever, it is what it is, right?" Which I'm like, Tamar, if they did that to your sisters, you would have thrown a fit. So shut up. Like, or especially on you specifically. And they documented all your life and, you know, you trying to unalive yourself, all that type stuff, your sisters passing, all that. You would throw a fit. So to me, when I saw that interview that Tamar did, I automatically was like, shut up, because you sound like a hypocrite. Because if you was put in that boat, you would be crying more than Kandi cries and be throwing a hoopla. I hate when people don't put a name on it, okay? Put a name on it. You feel me? Put a name on it. We don't want to hear subs. We don't want to hear this. No, say it at the person so we can get things situated. I hate when people do that. Tamar does that a lot, which gets on my nerves. That's the reason why, like, I've never really been a Tamar fan. Don't get me wrong. When I watched the recent season of Surreal World, she does come across a little bit more likable than I thought that she was. Not gonna cap, but it's just, she's just not my cup of tea. You feel me? I like Lipton, okay? And she's giving very much green tea. I like Lipton. And no. Kandi still has not responded back to this. Basically, like I said, Tamar was basically like the husband sort of threatened her, and these people, the housewife, the Peach, and the husband are very well liked, but people don't know the real them. So, who y'all think it is? Y'all think it's Eva or Kandi? My money's betting on Kandi because there's rumors that Todd confronted confronted Tamar after that whole interview dropped, and basically, I guess, was probably saying, "Mind your business. Okay, Muppet, go back to Sesame Street and mind your business." So it was giving that type of vibe. So what y'all think? All right, next I wanted to talk about, you guys, is Black Ink Crew. We haven't talked about them in like, I don't know how long, since season of Beat Up That Poodle. Okay, it's just not even funny. But Donna,
do not work for Black Ink.
So Donna went live and basically, not Donna, but Tati and Bay went live and basically said that they do not work for Black Ink whatsoever. Shout out to its public notice. They don't work for Black Ink whatsoever, and that they work at another tattoo shop, and that they're still working on the show, but not in real life. Okay, because recently, I guess on one of the recent episodes, Caesar fired all of them to some point, but Carmen came back and bit them on the butt, and bit not them on the butt, but bit Caesar on the butt, because the Black Ink no longer exists even on television because the show is a done for. Okay, well, his shop is a done for the show. I stopped watching Black Ink after Donna left. I mean, after Sky left, and then Donna left right after. That's when the show to me got kind of really, really boring because they started introducing all these new characters, and the show started to seem more and more produced and heavily producer influenced, and that they were told to do certain things, which got really, really irritating. So that's why I stopped watching Black Ink to even begin with. It just wasn't like a vibe to me. Like, it was just like, To me, the first 3 seasons were Black Ink's peak when Duchess was still on. So we'll see. I do think, though, that they need to do a whole new shop and cover a whole new shop in New York, because I feel like with people in tattoo, black people, of course, we're always sort of sideswiped, and the white tattoo artists are the ones that get the most shine. So I do think that they need to go with a whole nother shop and just kind of forget that Black Ink, the real tattoo shop, sort of existed, to be honest. So next I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Deja Vu. So Deja Vu, welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Okay. Shout out to Deja Vu. If y'all haven't checked out Deja Vu, make sure y'all check out Deja Vu. So they're filming the reunion very, very soon. And one of their stars may not be able to make it because not only is she moving, but she getting her body done. Okay. So Hooray Holly, you guys saying she getting her body done. And she's moving soon, and she might not be able to make it to the reunion. And she says if she's going to the reunion, she's going to get eat my cookies, eat my cookies. My cookies is so right. So she wants to get Lauren at the reunion because the beef that they have, I'm guessing, is due to like the internet and the after shows and stuff like that. So yeah, but I do feel like they need to move the reunion because I hate when reality shows film reunions and we don't have the whole cast there because it defeats the purpose of the reunion, and it starts to make it like we're missing something that is lost. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting lost footage. We're just getting what's left there. So they need to just move the reunion to January because they're apparently wanting to film it in December 29th of what she said in the live. So yeah, because I know that reunion is going to be fire. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was South Central. She are that. We are that baddie. That baddest of the baddest. I want to see you bad. Okay. Shout out to SoCal Barbie. So apparently season 3 of South Central Baddies, you guys, season 4 of South Central Baddie will be anonymous. So if y'all know the way they do the show, right? They announce all the cast members and they do this big group chat, like a Kick group chat. You know, back in the days when we used to be on Kick, that vibe. So they do that type of vibe where all of the cast members are together. So season 4, apparently Isaiah says that they're not going to do that anymore, and all the cast will be anonymous and they won't know who they are until they show up on the show filming. And I'm like, please just film for more than 2 days. That's all we asking, Isaiah. Okay? We don't even care if at this point this cast is anonymous. We just want more than 2 weeks or 2 days of filming. That's all we're asking for. But I do think it's a good idea, though, because when they used to drop the cast, a lot of cast members will fall out of the show and not film the show and be like, oh, I can't film. The show's not going to be there anymore. This person's not going to be on the show anymore. This person dropped out of the cast. This person didn't catch their flight. So it made the show, like, it defeated the purpose of the show a lot. Okay? So next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Real Housewives of Potomac. Make sure y'all tune in next week for my recap of last episode and this episode. I might drop the recap maybe tomorrow. Let me know if y'all want the recap. Let me know. Because I know a lot of y'all don't be tuning in for my recap for that. But the Potomac girls, you guys, went on Watch What Happens Live. And basically, Giselle just admitted she don't even want to make up with Wendy. This is the problem with housewives nowadays, and especially with this, it's starting to be with this franchise. Y'all can't be not one to like somebody and X them out of the cast completely. It don't work like that. And I always compare it to Atlanta housewives because they're black. I don't care, right? When Nene, Portia, and Kenya, all them were feuding, they threw shots at each other, but they never were like, oh, I don't like this person. I'm never going to film with them again, or that person can't be around me. They used to throw their little attitudes and stuff like that, but guess what? They still showed up to work. That's what made Atlanta so good at its peak, season 5, season 6, season 7. That's what made the show so good. You get what I mean? So they can't try to want to be Xing out Wendy and everything like that, because I see the route they're going for. They're trying to X out Wendy and trying to not have her be a part of the show. But guess what? Reality TV doesn't work like that. And the fact that Andy didn't really be like, hey, like, don't you guys think you guys are being a little bit dramatic by Xing her out? Because what truly did she do to you guys for you guys not to like her? Especially you, Giselle. There's no answer with that. Of course, she talked about your husband and all that, but guess what? You talked about her husband first, saying that her husband's cheating. So it's a tit for tat. Hello? What y'all think? Do you guys think Giselle needs to be removed? Because I seen like a debate online saying that if Giselle is removed and Robin stays, we will see more of Robin personality kind of come through versus Giselle staying and Robin leaving. I agree with that. I feel like if we remove Giselle, I want to see Robin on her own. even seeing Giselle on her own. But them two still being together, seasons to come, it's going to be the same show over and over, and we're going to get kind of bored of it because they're just going to come up with the storyline, come up with whose husband they want to attack next, and then like it's going to get dry. It's going to get real dry. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, last thing, is make sure you guys go on to Megan James' channel. Okay, make sure y'all go on to Megan James' channel and check out her interview with Kayomi Leslie. She dated Bow Wow, and she was also on Love and Hip Hop for Lil 1212. So she gets into all that. She even mentions during this interview that she had that she threw her Big Debbie cakes on Bow Wow the first day that they met. Okay, make sure y'all check out that interview. She really spilled some good tea. And shout out to the Hollywood group chat. Okay, all right, entertainers, let me know what you guys think about some of these topics below. Let me know, will you guys still be tuning into Black Ink this season? And I know that the show is over. Like they're not filming anymore because Caesar beat up that dog. So I don't know if they're on their last season or what, because I haven't watched Black Ink in forever. So it's kind of crazy that they're not even working at the real shop. Would you guys like to see T.S. Madison on Housewives of Atlanta? And who do you guys think Tamar is talking about? That's the Real Housewives of Atlanta couple that is hiding who they really are. All right, entertainers, leave your comments down below. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.